Hey people, Real Wolfart here. Today I want to talk about a topic: injury. In the last couple of videos you might have noticed that I'm playing a bit differently with my left hand than I'm usually doing. Maybe you didn't notice that because I'm trying to cop out with some other techniques. But the thing is, a couple months ago in April, I wanted to do an exercise called a muscle up. And I can't really do muscle ups. So muscle up, basically you have this bar and you try to jump up and then you do a pull up, and then from the pull up you push yourself into a dip position and do it like that. I used to be able to do that a couple years ago. During the pandemic I had time to do some more training, and I was bored, so I learned how to do a muscle up. Forgot how to do it. Tried to do that exercise, jumped up to the pole, tried to push myself on the back side of the pole. There was this fucking little metal loop and my finger slipped into that. So basically, as I'm doing that motion, my finger is getting squeezed and bent over or something. I don't even really know what happened because I couldn't see it. I just felt a fucking pain in my finger. And at first I thought my finger is broken or something. Yeah, luckily it didn't break or anything. It's this finger here of my left hand, the ring finger. And yeah, at first it wasn't broken. It just hurt a bit. Kept hurting for a couple of days. And I know exactly what happened. Inside of your finger there's these little ring tissues that go around your joint area, and I damaged that. That happened to me before. It happened to me with my toes actually, and it took months and months to heal. Until with my toes, at some point I didn't believe that the pain would go away anymore, but it did. It just took really long. It took like about almost 1.5 or 2 years for my feet to get that pain away. And I guess I had that with another finger before, and I guess that's the same. Well, I know it's the same thing that happened here with my finger. The point is, I'm not here to whine about anything because, you know, there's people like Django Reinhardt or Tomi Iommi. These guys, they really got hurt bad. Django Reinhardt lost these two fingers completely, I think, in a fire accident. So Django Reinhardt was only able to play with these two fingers, and probably not even fully. Like I'm guessing that Django was still kind of his capability of fully having the full motion. He probably, even with these two fingers, I'm guessing that he didn't have the full range of motion with these two fingers as a normal hand would have. And Tomi Iommi, I think he also had a devastating accident when he was about 18. You know, 18. He cut I think all of his tops of his fingers off. It's actually not funny. The point is, these guys did not stop playing guitar. In fact, what they did, they developed a style totally of their own, and it's incredible. You know, I got a little pain here in my finger, and I see that as a challenge. And these guys are inspiring because they saw it as a challenge too. They adapted their technique, they created something totally new, and it helped them to form their own sound, essentially. So I guess that's the message of this post right here. I can feel it when I'm doing like kind of like a bend. Like that right there, I can feel it. It's not a pain anymore because it's healing off, and I know in a couple of months it will be gone. So again, I've got nothing to whine about, but I adapted my technique instead of doing bends like that, and you can see that in the last videos of the last couple of weeks actually, that I started doing bends instead of with my ring finger. I started doing it with my middle finger. And doing stuff like that, or even in the intro of this video, I copped out and did a lot of the fingering with my middle finger instead of my ring finger. And I don't really like to use my pinky because the pinky is just such a fucking weak finger, you know. Oh man, and that even hurts more. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. You know, I can still use it, but I'm just being careful. I want it to heal properly. Put it in the comment below if you had an accident like that before. It certainly happened to me before. I know that it's going to heal. I know that this stuff can take a lot of time till it's fully healed off. So yeah, put it in the comment what you think about my take and my concept of just appreciating what happened, not going into anger, being fucked off about it, but seeing that as a challenge. And I know it can be tough. I had my moments where I was like, oh fuck man, my left hand. I was always so proud of. I'm still so proud of my left hand because yeah, I feel that my legato is really good, and it's just so smooth. Like, I never had a problem with my left hand. It's always been the right hand that I had to put more work in to get that really tight rhythm and really tight groove going. And now it's been the left hand that I injured, so it's kind of a pain in the ass, you know. I get that, but yeah, just the idea of seeing that as a challenge and seeing what can you come up with, how can you be creative, how can you still play guitar. You know, I can still play all the riffs, I can still play all the songs I want of my own band, of other bands. There's absolutely no restriction. The only restriction I have is that with certain fingerings, I'm doing it a bit differently than I'm usually going to do it, and I know it's going to heal off. And you know, the other thing is, musicians don't like to talk about such injuries because I guess they're afraid of other musicians hearing that and thinking that, oh man, maybe I'd rather not call him because he's injured or something. That's like in the back of a musician's head, I think. At least that's what I feel. So I was a bit hesitant to do this video, but I did it anyway because, yeah, it's nothing major here anyway. I hope. Yeah, put it in the comment below. Yeah, put it in the comment below in the box. Did you have an injury like that before? What was your take on doing it? How long did it take for you to heal? Did it heal? How did you like this video? Please leave a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. And see you next time. Thanks for watching.